Hi guys, welcome back. The 24-hour live stream has now officially finished about an hour ago. Well, nearly an hour ago. And they did reveal a few things. I'm a little bit disappointed they didn't reveal something extra or maybe a bit more than just a few new Pokemon. So without further ado, we're looking at two Pokemon. Well, not two. One Pokemon called Galarian Ponyta. We're waiting for a trailer for this Pokemon and Impidimp. We didn't get a trailer for Impidimp yet because it was also seen in the demo of Sword and Shield, played at E3, a few conventions around the world, and even the Pokemon World Championships as well. So the two Pokemon, we don't know the typing, but we're leading towards Fairy type. If you go to Scotland, Scotland is the symbol of the unicorn, which is normal, where they say a mythical unicorn lives, called, is it the Kelpie? Something called the Kelpie. And this Pokemon's been spotted throughout the live stream. And if you can see, their mane glows as well. It might mean that when the mane glows, they're either excited, scared, you know, like certain things, you know, like, it's true because certain animals do different things, like, you know, like, well, if they've got like plates, you know, like the Stegosaurus used to flesh up blood from its body to its plates, meaning if it's scared or if it's threatened or if it's excited, it will do that. It's like a display in a way, like a display. So we just don't know, but it looks interesting. The two Pokemon, Impidimp kept creeping up on the main screen near the webcam, ran off. Same with Pikachu. Pikachu came up. Ponyta came up and then just walked by. At first glance, when I first saw this Pokemon, I didn't know what the hell I was looking at. I didn't know what it was. All of a sudden, I saw this thing in the right-hand corner, and I thought, what the hell is that? Clearly, and I was like thinking it's some kind of gerbil or mouse or hamster kind of thing, but it was actually Ponyta's, what they call it, and it does make a lot of sense because we didn't know what the hell we were looking at. We thought, well, it's a guinea pig, it's a hamster, gerbil, mouse, whatever, because it did have the shape, and then it just leapt off the screen. So what do you guys think of this brand new Pokemon, and will you be catching it in Pokemon Sword and Shield? Definitely, because it is adorable. So we're just going to play this little part right now. That is the animation for the... it's not for Sword and Shield just yet. This is not actual game footage. This is just... what they call it. This is just a thing, really. It's... Sonia, the professor's assistant, or a granny, wanted her to do research on Glenwood Forest. Now we don't know if Glenwood Forest could be a forest up in the north. You know, and it would make a lot of sense for it to be in the north of the region. That you can't capture Ponyta until you reach a specific part of the region. So I agree that you know, putting the forest up north, which would be very, very smart of Game Freak to do that. I did enjoy watching it, but I had to fall asleep at some point because I was getting to a point where I couldn't keep awake, and I was drifting off every 2 minutes. And I know how hard it is to actually do a 24-hour live stream, and it is difficult. And I don't get me wrong, it's emotionally difficult, because if you're not ready for a big live stream, then it can take a shit out of you. It can really unbalance your sleep pattern, really. But I enjoyed it, and at least we got the first glimpse of Galarian Ponyta. I keep wanting to call it Alolan for some point, but remember that this Pokemon right here, the Ponyta, will actually give Alolan Vulpix its money. You know, make a run for its money. And everybody did like Ninetales, and I would really, to be honest, comment on this video, what ability would you like on Galarian Ponyta? What ability would you like on this Pokemon? Now, since it's a fairy type, and it's not very hard to actually come up with a few fairy type abilities. I mean, it will possibly get Moonblast and Dazzling Gleam, but I would I mean, if I had to be honest, right, because it has the same coloration, you know, like the same kind of glow, you know. I wouldn't mind if Ponyta had Geomancy as a move. That would be amazing, you know. How bulky would that be? I didn't say it will have it. I said how amazing it would be if Ponyta and Rapidash had what they call it, Geomancy. That would be amazing. It would be broken, actually. So if it had to be a fairy type ability, it would have to be Fairy Aura. Reason why is because then it stops Pokemon using fast-paced moves like Extreme Speed and Fake Out, any damaging moves. But I would really want it to have an ability that stops all fast type moves, including Extreme Speed, Fake Out, Tailwind, anything that can prevent it from doing, you know, your opponent getting an upper hand. Now, I don't know how many abilities will be released in Sword and Shield. I just don't know. But for this to be revealed, I mean, it's not a full reveal until we officially get a trailer of this form of Ponyta. I mean, we've got two Galar forms, but did anybody hear anything at all? A Rapidash in the background, indication that it could be Galarian Rapidash. Because I heard it, it sounded like Rapidash, at least. So I just don't know. But Nintendo will, well, not Nintendo, Game Freak will reveal a Galafon Rapidash. We are in the end game of this thing, so we've got at least 30-something days left until they're released. And when I get the games, I will be posting on YouTube live streams of it. So you'll actually get some footage. I know some people will already have got the games by the time I get them, because they pre-order the games online. Online. So they will be maybe on the first gym or the second, because they run through it, don't they? They just run through it, and then I like to take my time with it. Actually, I do. I mean, catching Pokemon. Catching specific Pokemon I want on my team. Also, I don't think you'd be able to catch Ponyta post early game. I don't think. I think it might be like mid post game, maybe when you've got like the 3rd or 4th gym badge, or it might be post end game. Like what they did with Vulpix and Sandshrew. They put them on Mount Akala, when you're go to the Pokemon League. I think it might be that. Because they might put Glenwood Forest up in the north, where if the Pokemon League is in the north, or if it's not a Pokemon League, it might be a league tournament, like what they do with the football now. So, yeah. It's inspiration, really, because of football, because football's a big thing in UK. You've got like you got different tables. You see, you've got Celtic, and like you've got like the Welsh and Irish football teams, and then you've got like the Scottish, and then you've got the English teams as well. And I think it's really how they've done it is very tastefully as well. Putting different gyms depending on like major and minor teams. And I think if Game Freak did ever change up the gyms, and I think because they might change them every year, which would be amazing, changing how gyms work through Galar region, and with that it's going to be fairly amazing. I mean a Pokemon game, you've got like the major football leagues, so you've got like Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspurs, and then you get like the minor football teams like Rotherham and Blackpool and all that, and then you get like, well, the major football leagues are like Chelsea and Arsenal, Manchester United, Liverpool, and all that, and then you get the really minor leagues like Bradford and Newcastle, and Newcastle's actually doing really well, actually, I think. I'm not sure, but then you get like the minor, like leagues, football tournaments that are not. You get like the FA Cup. FA is like Football Association. They have it every 2 years. I can't remember, but like you get like Scunthorpe and Doncaster. You don't hear much of Doncaster now. Doncaster Football Club. No, I haven't heard them because I think they've gone down. But like there's Premier Leagues as well. There's Premier Leagues. So there's Premier Leagues. There's the championships. We get and all that. And it's just amazing to see Pokemon going that direction, basing all of our, sports on Pokemon. it just shows you what you can turn anything into a sport, really. So yeah, so it's fascinating, really fascinating, and I love how they did the steelworks. You're basing it on, you know, specific regions. I mean, we live not far from a city where it's based on steelworks, and which is Sheffield, and they create like silver, you know, like cutlery and stuff. But then in Mauna Kea in Hawaii, there's a telescope that's actually made from the same metal from Sheffield, that's built a telescope, which is kind of cool, really, as well. So yeah, it just shows you that, you know, Pokemon basing it off of different countries. So you've got like Hawaii, because that's not actually a country, it's actually a state of America. So Pokemon has had two American states, New York State and Hawaii State. Hawaii was actually the 50th state to be classified as the 50th state, so which is kind of cool. One other thing I really want Pokemon to base off is the Caribbean. You know, it's a bit like Hawaii, but it's not. So you get like maybe pirate, like a, I mean, we did have pirates, but you know, like Team Aqua and Team Aqua more like a pirate rather than a, yeah. But then it could be like pirate kind of based, you know, teams, instead of just having it could be a rival pirate team that's trying to conquer one other pirate team, and she's kind of safe to say that, you know, ships and docks and all that, and I really, you know, inspired by Pirates of the Caribbean could be a thing. You know, instead of having Jolly Roger, you could have you know, something else, you know, like a fossil on a flag, like the Jolly like the Jolly Caracosta, because it's water and it's a fossil, or the Jolly, or there could be like a because there is a place in Pirates of the Caribbean called Tortuga, which is you could actually say, instead of saying, you could bring it and say Tortuga Bay, which is an inspiration from Pirates of the Caribbean, which would make a lot of sense. Other regions I would like is Australia, China would be a really great thing. You know, explore the history of China, you know, like having Chinese dragons as Pokemon would be amazing. I mean, Gyarados could be an inspiration as well, because Gyarados resembles a lot of Chinese related, like a Chinese dragon kind of thing. So yeah, a lot of potential. Another place I would really want is South America. I mean, instead of having little bits of South America, we could have like South America as a whole. I mean, you could have like South Africa, you know, base it on cultures and all that, and then have Africa itself, you know, basing it on like deserts and or other stuff, or India, you know, like have it create a tiger Pokemon, you know, and all that be. But here we have like Ponyta, and it looks amazing. It really does. I mean, it's just so adorable. Let me take a picture of that. It's just so cute. It really is. It's just so cute. And That is, at first I thought it was a Rapidash because of the, you know, the things on its legs were like maybe a dead giveaway, and I thought, yeah, that's definitely a Rapidash, but no, it's a Galarian Ponyta. Well, I've enjoyed this long day. Actually, I've been to sleep. Maybe a few hours sleep, and I'm still shattered. People be like saying, "Oh, have another sleep." I can't because I've got to do some editing of this video. Actually, well, not editing. I've got to upload it, and sometimes it takes about, depending on the fast connection on the internet, it can take quite a long time for it to be posted. Alright, well, I've enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification for the latest updates. So if you click that bell notification, you'll get news about the latest uploads on videos on my YouTube channel, which is Weekday Gamers. I haven't been posting much. I mean, I have been posting more live streams of Mario Kart Tour, which I will be doing on a later date. We don't know when, but there is a brand new game coming out on October 21st, which is Digimon Re-Arise. So stay tuned for that one. Okay, bye.